Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. Once upon a time, you said it, not me. Can I get a hello there? How to prime your brain to become your greatest version in about 3 minutes. What is priming? This is the exposure to something which influences our behavior later on without us being aware of the guiding influence. So we are subliminally programming ourselves 24/7 and we don't even know it. The sun is beautiful, right? Think of a flower right now. Maybe a daffodil? Now I want you to think of a fruit. Banana. Now all of these three things are yellow, and that's how priming works. We put things into categories based on their similarity. Look at this picture. Now fill in the missing letters. You're probably thinking, soup. Now look at this picture and fill in the missing letters. You're probably thinking, soap. Because we have inside of our skull this massive supercomputer with 100 billion neurons. And the part of the brain that deals with the processing is the visual cortex. So we are taking in information from our environment which we are not aware of, and we are processing it at supersonic speeds, and this is influencing our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors without us even knowing. And where did this all start? You had the great psychologist and psychiatrist Mayer in 1971 who did experiments on priming, semantic priming, lexical decision making, where he would present a word like doctor and think of something closely related to that. You might put nurse instead of chair, because it's once again associations. And he found that people had a faster response time to words that were related as opposed to words that were unrelated. So let me share with you about 7 secret ways I prime my brain every single day to help me become my greatest version. Number 1, take a look into your room. Go and walk around if you can get around. Take the laundry from the floor first. Now, what I love to do is to put things inside my room which remind me to become my greatest version. So, for instance, I love having my guitar around me because it is triggering my subconscious mind. It is helping me remind myself I should play it. I should practice. I also have pictures of sacred geometry all around my room which remind me of how everything is connected. If you have a clean, tidy room, this is priming your brain to be organized, for your behavior to be more orderly. That's nice, right? The feng shui of our room, just how our room is arranged, can influence our behavior in a positive way. The fresh smell of lavender can prime our brain to feel wonderful about ourselves, thus giving us more confidence, helping us act in a more empowering way every single day. So there is positive priming and there is also negative priming. If we are watching news stories which just promote fear, this also affects how we feel and behave. Number 2 is all about changing your name. Now, this is a great way to start. What do they call you? My name is John Ralph, but what meaning does it have? So when I started to tap into this secret, I saw myself more as a symbol rather than a name. Infinite waters. Wonderful. Because it reminds me that we have to reconnect back to the elements of who we are. But I've found so much strength. You can call yourself the professor, the architect, a warrior queen, and you're going to see that you are going to feel more empowered because it's influencing you on a subconscious level. Number 3 is getting other people to help prime you. When they call out your name, the company we surround ourselves with influence our behavior at a subconscious level. If you have friends who remind you who you are priming your brain because they are showing you what you are capable of. They are reminding you why you came here on planet Earth. That's the positive priming. But if you are around friends which don't respect you, the priming effect, now you don't respect yourself. So be aware of the company that you keep. Number 4 is what I call body art. Whether you have bracelets, amulets, necklaces, chains, tattoos. I love seeing people with tattoos with powerful symbols. Maybe it's the symbol of life, the tree of life. Maybe it's the Ouroboros. Maybe it's the caduceus. But all of these ancient symbols prime our brain to remind ourselves of the masculine and the feminine principles at work, that they are all connected. It could be the infinity symbol. Look, right here. Right here. So every time I move my hand around, I am subconsciously and subliminally programming myself to see that I am infinite. So it is wonderful to see that. I had a good friend who on her arm, she has "this too will pass." And we were having a great conversation. I wanted it to go on forever, but it does wonders. Number 5 is by seeing easy ways to prime ourselves. So for instance, I love buying the most expensive food I can afford. Wonderful plant-based foods, blueberries, dates, because this makes me feel so good. So we can prime our brains through food for inner excellence. Also, you can look at, do you have the best pen to write with? Because if you are writing with a really high-tech expensive pen like a Parker, now you are stepping into that role of the professor. So it's simple things like that. Do you need a new computer? Get it, because once again, every time you are using it, you are subliminally programming yourself that you are worthy for greatness. Number 6 is all about our environment. Now, A lot of people say, I can't leave. I say I can leave. Why? Because I practice radical action every single day. And the environment we surround ourselves in most often, I've seen, is what we end up becoming. And this is what's helped me along my journey. I love being around nature. Even if I'm in the city, right now I'm near the beach, I go into nature every single day because I want to associate myself with that. So when I go to sleep, I have wonderful dreams of waves and green trees and things like that. And it does wonders. The great psychologist Amy Cuddy talks about how our body language shapes who we are. You're in front of the computer, you're hunched over. That's a low power pose. A high power pose would be where you are standing full of confidence. And that is a positive way to prime yourself every day for more confidence, to realize you are worthy. Studies show this not only raises our testosterone levels, but reduces our cortisol levels, which means less stress. And this is what I do every single day, and it puts a smile on my face. And number 7 is to ask ourselves, are we doing what we love? Once we attribute value to the things that matter, our life changes. And I've seen one of the easiest but most effective ways to prime your brain is to make sure your job reminds you who you are. I'm a psychologist, a criminologist. I'm helping people every single day become their greatest version. So at the same time, I'm priming my brain. I am subconsciously reprogramming my DNA every single day because I'm working in the field I love and it's changing my DNA for the better. And also, you can use music. I love bossa nova music to help prime my brain, especially if you have music in the background, some smooth jazz, but whatever your preference. It could even be heavy metal. But the question is, how does it work for me? Because, for instance, binaural beats are fantastic because they are recorded in a 3D environment, like 3D speaker in each ear. So you're getting that surround sound. So when you're listening to binaural beats, it is reawakening the most authentic part of yourself. I love the 432 Hertz frequency. You've also got 528 Hertz, but I love smooth jazz a lot because it primes my brain to keep calm under pressure, as opposed to listening to a lot of fast-paced music, which is going to create a lot of disharmony. But at the same time, sometimes I listen to that too, because sometimes you just need an energy boost, and it primes your brain for that too. So there you have it. That is how I prime my brain to become my greatest version. All around us, we are being influenced, manipulated, and we have to become aware. Sometimes you might wake up with a song, singing it. Where did that come from? Because it was embedded into your subconscious mind without you even knowing. So in reprogramming the subconscious mind, I've seen we have to start becoming aware of how we can consciously prime our brain for greatness. We are here, Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace.